I am now turning my attention to the abuse that the press has been taking from the current administration and sympathetic politicians. But first, I want to highlight that the First Amendment of the United States Constitution provides specific protection to the freedom of the press. Not only is the Constitution protective of free speech, but also of the very existence of the press. In pertinent part, it states, Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. Be wary of any governmental attempts to direct what the press says and or does. A free press is the cornerstone of our nation. It is the single most important guardrail against a government that would otherwise mislead us. Today, the phrase fake news is a mantra of those who don't like what the press is reporting. The mantra is indeed intended to persuade you to disregard what has been presented to you by outlets of the press. In short, the mantra's purpose is to tarnish the credibility of the press. If the press's credibility is to be tarnished, the real way to do it is to demonstrate what has been presented is somehow wrong or faulty. But the mantra is actually used as a blanket accusation without substance and whose power comes from repetition without challenge, not from any substance of its own. The First Amendment does not shield the press from legitimate challenge. There are legal mechanisms that counter falsehoods in reports from the press. Besides, plain common sense is yet another powerful check on a press outlet going amok. But the government going after members of the press for what it doesn't like is forbidden. As a practical matter, when you hear a politician attacking the press with the fake news mantra, you should ignore the mantra and suspect that the politician is trying to pull the wool over your eyes.